The purpose of this video is to talk about the operating features of our new Honda Odyssey, also known as Blue Moon. It has a keyless ignition system that is operated by this fob. This fob is on Kayla, and to operate the car you'll need to get it out of her purse because it needs to be within a couple of feet of the van itself. So anyway, when it's on you or on its ring and close to the car, to open the car, all you have to do is to take the handle and it'll unlock. Actually, what it typically does. Also, let me just show you this black button here. When you're leaving the car, if you push it, it locks and you'll hear an audible beep. But when you come close to the car and you want to open it, it automatically unlocks, so that's not an issue. Right here on the driver's seat, you're going to want to adjust the seat so that it's comfortable for you. It has up and back in the seat, and then it also goes up and down and forward and back on the seat controls. Once you're in the car, you'll want to see where the, let me see if I can get it. This is the lights, how they're operated, and we use this in two positions, off, and then all the way to where the little light is on. It has some auto and some other features, but the safest way to use it is either in off position or on. It's just the most simplistic. The other thing is on the very end of the stalk, there is a button that will highlight in this display right here what is to the right of the car. First you have to have the car on. To start the engine, you have to put your foot on the brake and then push the start button right there. There you go. Now going back to that button on the end of the stalk here, I'm going to push that and you'll notice that this display, after it gets done with that, will now show you what's to the right of the vehicle. The other thing you're going to need to run is the air conditioner. And how the air conditioner works is that it's on, and if this sync button is on, then it changes all of the temperatures in all locations simultaneously. If the sync button's off, then there's individual controls for each side. This will be for the driver's side, passenger side, and then the one for the back is way up here. So that's why it's kind of nice if you do leave it on sync, that you can control the back as well as the front. This is for fan speed here, and this is to turn the AC on. You can see it's on right there, and then that's off. All right, let me turn it back on. The next thing that you'll need to know is if you need to operate the defrost, if your windows are getting frosty. Right now this is on defrost and to hit your lower feet, and then if you hit let me think, right here, mode, so that changes it. That's coming out the bottom, that's coming out the bottom, and the top, that's coming out the top, and then that is on defrost and feet. Okay, and then here also is if you need defrost in the front, you can hit that and that'll take it to the front and make it defrost as well. The next thing you'll need to know to operate is the mirrors before you take the car anywhere. This is the control right here for the mirrors. This means you're addressing the left mirror. This one is the right mirror, and then it goes up, down, 4 directions, up, down, left, right, so that you can see appropriately. The next thing will be the controlling the windshield wipers, and this is a little tricky, so get used, kind of familiarize yourself before you do anything. This outer piece runs the back windshield wiper on the back of the car. Okay, this one runs how fast the intermittent goes. And then this indicates the position. If you want the intermittents on, you go, whoop, that's off right now. So we're in the top position. So here would be intermittents, here would be low, and here would be high. So this moves up and down to work the front. You can also go the opposite way to mist it, but that's Again, there's a lot on this particular stalk to go. The other thing that's in this car is there is a release down on the left-hand side for the gas cap. So if you're going to gas up the car, you have to do that. Another thing to know about that is that you have to make sure that the rear door on the left-hand side is closed. Otherwise, it runs into and hangs up on the gas cap. So here's how you would do it. And again, you'd have to make sure that the door right behind the driver is closed before you do that. The other thing that works a little differently than a lot of cars, this is the emergency brake right here, and it is push on and push off. So you would push it to get it to go on, and then if you want to take it off, you push it and it releases back up. That's different from our previous van as well as a lot of other cars. So that's basically how to operate what's required in this car. You probably will figure out the radio. It's got an on-off here, and we have it typically, it's preset. We're traveling right now, but here's the presets, and it's set to most of the stations in the local Raleigh area. So that's it for typical operation of the car. Thank you.